listeners, over here. Thanks for meeting me. So, you're probably wondering, why did I ask you to meet me here in an internet cafe, and why am I, Allard, the GM of the Dice Crisis, wearing a movie-quality Chewbacca mask? Well, that's simple. I don't want to be seen, and I needed internet. I've been tracking Kyle's phone using the Find My Phone app, and I think I've traced him to somewhere in the warehouse district. Now, I'm not sure if I can go get him right now, but I'm going to send this to Eli and see if he can do anything about it. But in the meantime, I'm not sure what these people want, but definitely going to fly in the face of these foes and keep telling this tale to you fine folks. Keep an eye on our social medias at the Dice Crisis at everything. Drop in our Discord. All the links will be in the show notes, or you can find the links on all our social medias. Tell us what you think. Help us spread the word. And I present to you episode 18. I heard you were dead.
Jesus.
17. 16.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back, one and all, to an episode of the Dice Crisis podcast. We're spitting at you Second Darkness again, because that's what we're playing for you for this podcast.
We sure do spit that a lot.
Yeah, we do spit.
I'm sitting here with my friends again. We got Michael.
Here, but not spitting. I'm civil.
Eli.
Yeah.
And Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all play characters in the show.
Hardly.
Good ones, too.
I'm your GM.
Allard.
He doesn't get a name.
I don't have a name.
Just kidding. Take that, cut that.
A man is no one. But last time, you guys had to deal with an ambush in the Boneyard. Some were-rats were waiting for you guys to come in. Under the hiring, the ordinance, the something of Saul Van Casker skin, as you discovered from deciphering the note that you guys found on one of their bodies.
Very intelligible note.
Also, a key point in that battle, an elven man with white hair showed up in the refuge to help you guys. Elion had met him previously. Mm-hmm. His name was Kwava. He was very instrumental with his silver arrows right away, getting some good damage on the were-rats. Mm-hmm. You guys would have finished those up if Elion kept critting on her on her shocking grasps.
Yeah, she did it.
That was good. And then that swarm was a difficult thing as well.
Oof.
And afterwards, Kwava brought you back to his campground. He didn't say much on his way back, but when you guys got back, he said that he had a lot to talk about and that he had been tasked with uncovering the rumors of a renegade elf in Riddleport.
Okay, yeah. A renegade elf.
Rogue. Yeah. And he would start the fire and start putting together some food for you guys.
Would he tell us the tales of old?
Yeah. Did you guys?
What are they?
Do you guys ask him anything while he's doing stuff, or you just want to get into his monologue?
Yeah, no, I would just ask whatever he has to tell us.
Let's see what he has to say first.
What do you say to him?
What's going on here? What you clearly know that we were set up because
what is it you know?
We're in the right place at the right time.
Yes,
unless you just love hanging around these were-rats, but I can't imagine that's the case. I don't
usually hang out in such places as the Boneyard. That's true.
So, what's going on? Let's start there. What's going on?
Well, I am Kwava. I've met Elion, but I have yet to meet the two of you.
Yes, I'm
Dane. I can
Dane,
attest.
I have discovered your names with my...
Oh.
I'll get into... So...
All right, jeez.
I am Kwava. I am a wild elf of the Ukaje tribe in the distant Mwangi Expanse.
Oh, okay.
I was trained there as a warrior and shaman until... or protector, until one of the shamans there told me of a vision he had where he saw a lone elf holding aloft a single light to the darkness. After that, I left the Mwangi Expanse and I traveled to Galarian, eventually finding myself at the small town of Crying Leaf at the edge of the Mirani Forest. Once there, I found myself in the company of a group called Shin Rakarath, after hearing that their slogan is to be the light against the coming darkness. I thought it was fate that I found this group. So after serving them for a while, one of my direct superiors ordered me to come check out this town of Riddleport to uncover the rumors of a renegade elf in the area. The Shin Rakarath are dedicated to kind of protecting and preserving knowledge of the elves at this point.
What have you found about this here?
Well, I have been keeping my distance from the town in general. I tend to steal my way into the town at night.
Why?
And in search of rumors of this elf and to find out where this elf could be.
Why do you feel the need to hide?
I have spent 100+ years in a secluded forest, and I don't really like the nature of these towns that.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
Yeah, I'm just not comfortable in it. It's just not my place.
Yeah, same.
But anyway, that aside, that's why I met Elion outside of town because since I was looking for elves, Elion was one of the few elves in town, and when I met her, I knew that this was not the elf that I was looking for, but I knew that she could be a trusted person.
I was surprised to see you. There are so few elves around town.
So you'd think finding a renegade elf would be easy, huh?
One would think so.
Yeah.
Why do you want this elf so badly?
It is not my place to question all of the details of my direct superiors, but I was told that this elf can potentially cause quite a damage to the town and to preserving what knowledges the elves of the Mirani Forest have still.
I see.
As I was looking into this, I discovered that Saul Van Casker's Skin, your guys' bosses, he has a mysterious benefactor. I wasn't able to dig much up on it more than he's paying somebody for something, and nobody has information on what this is.
Okay.
And while I was out following Saul just last night, I followed him to a meeting point where he met with Zifrus, the leader of the were-rats that you just fought. And they spoke of this ambush and betraying his managers. And I knew that was Elion and her party. And so then I came right away to the area that they described, and I waited to ambush the ambushers.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's bad news because, I at least have had suspicions about Saul, but with this note, this note and with what you say, it's very.
How much do you know of Saul Van Casker's Skin?
I've been in the town for a hot 18 years, so not very long. But from what I know, past crime boss that we've worked for a good while and has seemed like a good person to work with. And to my knowledge, I don't know why he would have any reason to want us hurt or anything like that, because he's given us managerial roles at his establishment so he can retire by the sounds of it. You know what I mean? It sounds like he's honestly getting old. So I don't even care if that's the reason. If he's trying to go bad, he's still giving us control of his establishment. So I don't know necessarily why he'd be trying to do that, but by this note, it seems almost inevitable that's the case.
Saul has always, from what I've been able to uncover of Saul, he's always kind of been a user and able and somebody who ditches, who cuts his losses and runs at the last second. I've heard that when he was in trouble with the crime bosses, probably before you were born or when you were a very small child.
He's in shit now.
Yeah,
sure.
And some of that is still causing him disturbance of what I've been gathering. He has had a hard time even paying this benefactor from the records that I've found.
And he's paying us way too much. So.
Yeah, I don't know how that balances out. Sounds like something's rigged. But when he first had to lose heat from the crime bosses, he faked his own death, burning his son and his wife alive in order for him to escape.
What a monster.
So
Wow.
Wow.
You
he's
don't
not
say.
a good person to trust at all. He's got a lot of points in bluff. A lot.
Hey, I mean, same, but damn.
We saved his life so many times, it's hard to imagine that he doesn't need
least
us. And there are
want
so
us
many
some
people
sort.
that are after him still.
And he probably saw the power that you guys have and that you're still relatively young and easily corruptible.
And I understand, even if he is using us, that, like, it makes sense to use us for your ploy, or to, like, maybe even rid some of your opponents, of the town. In one sense, he sent us to Limus Mead, who he was in charge of collecting money from Saul, and Saul hadn't made his payments, but one of his messenger boys had went disappearing. And when we talked to Smead, Smead sounded like he had a lot of debt with this dude, Saul, and from what we know, Saul may very well have faked or, actually have had something to do with the death of his messenger boy. I'm spacing the name of.
Lar.
Yeah. And so, like, it's very well that he could be using us, but if he's using us, then why would he want us gone? Because at this point, you know what I mean? Like, obviously that's probably not your knowledge, but
Yeah.
I'm curious to my own sake as to how it would be in his benefactor sense right now to rid him of the people that he's using so well. Because even if he is using us, he's doing a damn good job.
Yeah, it could have to do with this benefactor. Maybe it's whatever he's
Something
paying
way better.
out to is coming to a close, and he needs to cut his losses and
Right
don't
now,
make
we're
his
the only
escape
people
again.
that know his business, technically. Really, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's very, very well sensed.
Yes.
And your knowledge, I mean, like, you're old for the sense of this town, because I mean, we're a port city, but you haven't been around for the whole time. So
I've
like,
only been around for a couple months.
okay, so yeah, like, you don't know the true, like, you haven't seen Saul's history, but you've heard the great story, I suppose.
Yes.
How have you learned so much about
Yeah,
Saul?
where's your, like, is
We've
there,
been
like, people
so close
studying
to
him?
him, and we haven't.
Where's
heard
his
any of
watchers?
this.
I mean, I didn't hear much about him until recently, when the Golden Goblin started to make a fuss in the town, and people started. I hide in the shadows or go and sit in bars and stuff when it's not too crowded, and just kind of listen. And more and more people started gossiping about Saul and his past and about you guys. And did you guys hear about, like, the raid that went on?
Yeah.
People started insinuating that of the bosses that were involved, and people were thinking that Overlord Cromarchy himself was a part of this, and Overlord Cromarchy even had to come out, and he publicly said that he was not a part of the raid.
I didn't know there was this much town talk about it.
It
Yeah.
caused quite a buzz.
I mean,
Elias Tamerhawk he's almost taking this opportunity to gain more power, and it seems like he's going to try and overthrow Cromarchy. He's been vying at the Overlord position pretty much since he's been in town, it sounds like.
And what does Cromarchy's Overlord Cromarchy is, like, what's an Overlord here?
He is basically
Is that like a mayor?
Yeah, basically the
Okay.
mayor of the town.
And by the sounds of
ruler of
this,
the
he had
town.
nothing to do with the raid, but that was kind of assumed, I guess, because we know who we were raided by. So, like, why was there assumption that a mayor would want to raid a big establishment?
I have also heard, and Saul actually might have told you this. I might have forgot to add it, but he did find out that Cromarchy didn't give them any guards or any thugs for the fight, but he altered the patrols so that no patrols would come by the Golden Goblin that night.
So he had turned a blind eye to that side of
Yeah.
town for the night.
Yeah.
All right, that's kind of good to know. A little bit of corruption there. Who was the other name you just said?
Elias Tamerhawk.
Yeah, Tamerhawk. What was his involvement?
He's the leader of the Cipher Gate, and
yeah.
he's basically just.
Was he that old dude?
You haven't met him.
Oh, okay.
He's basically just been he's been harping at Cromarchy being a bad overlord and that he wants to take power.
He's like
for
Cromarchy
a while
sides.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And
even though
he's
he's
trying to be overlord as the
yeah,
big
he
thing.
wants to be, and even though, like, he's a part of the the Cypher Lodge and the more collegiate people. He's a crime boss in every sense of the word. He's got it. He's maintained and achieved his position via the dirty crime boss ways, not just him being knowledgeable.
Okay, so he has like post-crime history though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you guys would know that there was I don't remember if I told you guys this or not before, but the last time there was a magic duel in Zincher's arena, it was Elias versus some other guy, and Elias just destroyed him. I think he turned him into a bunch of rats or something.
Wow. Okay.
wow.
Transmuted the hell out of a dude, damn.
And what's your interest in this, other than is there
I know
anything
you're looking for
besides
the rogue.
the girl, or the rogue elf?
It is. I have been tasked at scouting out Riddleport and finding this renegade elf. I was basically just told that I would know her when I found her, and I think I've found where she is or who she's associated with, and now the next step is finding out what Saul knows about like figuring out who Saul's what's the word I'm looking for, benefactor is, and seeing if this is the person I'm looking for. Apparently this person is doing something very bad, enough that the elves of the Mirani forest feel that they need to step in.
Is she like?
This task kind of delves deep into the history of us elves. See, my tribe
I'm
predates
interested.
Earthfall.
Yeah.
And as of late, our seers have been seeing a second darkness coming. And so we think that, and after me going out because of that vision and then hooking up with the Shin Rakaroth and the vision being tied in with them so I feel that the things that the Shin Rakaroth are doing coincide with the second darkness that our seers are seeing, and that this could potentially tie into that.
So my curious question to that is this person that you're looking for working under negative affiliation? And like, is the reason this corruptness is coming because she's working with corrupt people that are like
She is
teaching
the
her?
corruption.
Or she is the corruption?
She is the corruption.
And
she
does
is
she have it-
corrupting Saul. She is probably Saul's probably pretty
She's not
corrupt
working
already.
under people she's leading.
Does she have anything to do with the dark cloud above the
God.
town as well?
Damn.
Because
The
that seemed to show up in the past
Can
couple
I get a craft
months.
alchemy check?
that was, we do think that she could be tied to that. That started happening when we got word that there was a renegade elf in the area.
That would coincide with the timeline.
Yes. Do you know anything more about this blot?
No, I haven't been able to gather anything.
We've had
It's
one
done
encounter.
strange effects to my magic.
Yeah.
Yes. What kind of strange effects?
When I cast spells, they seem to leave trails, like an aura.
Okay.
I don't know if it makes them stronger or weaker, if it does anything to affect them, but visually I can see changes. And we also had an encounter with birds where there were thousands and thousands of birds that just flew into the
bad.
into the gateway
Specifically,
itself, just killing themselves
We had
for
an
no
interaction
reason.
with a Pharasman will-o-wisp that came and visited Orc Crow right before that, and communicated with him very little bit, and then flew off and committed suicide right in front of him. Very negative omen.
Is this true?
This is true. And I think I remember what the bird said if you just give me a moment.
He journaled it.
Talk amongst yourselves for now.
Do you guys like stew? I made a nice venison stew.
What was the stew that you said, Kyle, that gives you fucking it right upstairs for RuneScape?
Oh, spicy stew.
Spicy. You got like spicy stew?
I have a little bit of spice we can throw into it.
Ooh, I would love a
stew.
spicy stew.
Oh yeah,
prepare
and
this
this
for you
is just a
guys.
little bit of poison barn.
Would you like to detect poison?
Yes.
Okay,
Wait, I can detect. Yes, I'm detecting.
There's no poison.
Did you know like you can nullify poisons with the right alchemical like ingredients?
Yeah.
So in an alchemist kit, are those ingredients possibly in it? Or do I need to look up what negates certain things and then have them on hand?
I think it would depend on the poison. A
would
stronger
think,
poison
right.
usually has more. If it
A
works like
complicated-
spells,
Yeah.
more
Because I'm thinking
specific things.
like you find a vat of poison something and you know it's poison and you know that alchemically salt negates this and will neutralize the effect because that's what's called neutralizing poison. So you can neutralize it, like an alchemist at my level can neutralize without accidentally poisoning himself at all. So you can like
Okay.
straight up reach in the thing, you know what I mean, and be like, yeah, this feels like.
I'd have to look into that. I don't know if it's like
'Cause I
you
was
have
like-
to create something to neutralize it, or you can just do an alchemical check to neutralize it.
I think you have to know what neutralizes the thing. Like picture like if you had a vial of something and you know it's acidic, you would have to know what makes it not acidic, and then you dump that in it, and it would no longer be acidic. So I'm thinking like if you had like poisoned
Yeah, with
water
the
at a place and
mechanics
you
of the
could
game.
you could literally just nullify the poison, and that would be insane.
We have to look into game mechanics.
Fun stuff.
What did the bird say to you?
Oh, I
Or
think
the
I
pharasma?
was mistaken. The pharasma came to me in a dream. I don't think that was quite connected.
Yeah, it wasn't what the bird said. I don't
But
remember the bird
pharasma
actually
came to me in a
speaking.
dream. I think it was around the time that happened. Pharasma came to me and she said, "Go towards the sinking of ships. Do not be wary of the one with pointed ears." Is that you?
I do have pointed ears.
You do have
And we are
pointed
in the
ears,
land
and
of
I
the
am.
sun.
And
Were
I
the,
am
were,
not
the, were the bones, or the ship sank?
the Boneyard.
I am
Looks
no
like she
longer
warned you
weary
about
of you.
this.
In a prophecy.
Huh. And she also.
Would you look at that?
I'm
She
never
also
gonna
tried
sense more of
to-
you again.
She also tried to make me calm by telling me not to be scared because you'd be helping.
I'm not a scary person, and I was there to help. Phrasma's a wise deity,
Well, Pharasma and I thank you.
and I appreciate it. And Elyon would, at that, remember the two of the cards that were played for her by Koshtu, and it was the, what was it, like the Queen Ant or something,
Yep, that was
and
one.
then the something traitor or something, which were both not aligned to you, so he thought that you were the one being manipulated and controlled by somebody who knew more than you, which fits into Saul.
It does.
I thought that they too.
Prophecies, guys. You gotta
Magus are
listen.
angry.
Shit. Yeah, so
Right now,
I think you guys have to raid the
wanna
Golden
know-
Goblin.
Well, before
Oh, wow.
besides
Wow.
raiding the Golden Goblin,
That sounds a little aggressive.
my
What
take
else are you gonna
here-
do?
I know you don't know me a whole lot. Your name is Kwava, correct? I'm Dane.
Hi,
I
Dane.
work under the Golden Goblin, obviously, for Saul. And I mean, I'm knowledge around the city. I'm very in tied with everyone. My parents have worked with the city. My mother works at the temple. And obviously, I work for Saul. I have hookups with all of the drug people, all of the alchemical people. Very deep history in the town. And I don't know that I've seen a whole lot of elven people or activity around the city, really, from my knowledge, from what we've gameplayed.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know that I've seen anything related to like knowing of an elf in all my time here, have I? That I guess I would know of. I mean,
Well, there's the passing elf. There's not many of them, but you see them in town here and there.
right. So like knowing of one that'd be super powerful, you'd think like maybe me knowing the town would have maybe seen or have
She-
heard of.
No, because
No?
she's a recent addition to it, and has
Recent,
been
like recent.
like within the last couple months.
Okay.
And
not
she,
years here.
And they have been kind of
Sneaky.
obviously have been sneaky.
Okay.
And you guys didn't know that.
I wasn't quite aware of how long she was in town.
Yeah, only a brief
We've
time.
been really wrapped up in our business. We've had
Yeah,
a
I
lot
guess
going
I
on
didn't
with the
see-
goblin.
I mean, obviously, we've been working very, very heavy with Saul, apparently doing a lot of dirty work for him.
Yes, and I have reason to believe that he's been harboring renegade elves and helping them out. And I would really, I'm willing to go with you and try to find out any information that Saul has about this.
Because with all respect, I'm a very civil person and would like to resolve this without bloodshed. I'm not a person for vengeance here, so I mean, I personally would like to more find the knowledge without him knowing why we need the knowledge, or more so like me or one of us find Coily that maybe we need an elf for something and he happens to know a good amount about these people or something like that, you know, giving us the go-ahead that he may be harboring, you know what I mean? A coy way of finding the knowledge.
You could give it a shot, but I'm sure by this time he's already got word that you guys survived his attempt to murder you.
Yeah, it has been Has been a hot half hour. He's probably already fucking knows.
Been a couple hours by now.
Damn.
Where's Crow's gear? Did you leave it at the Goblin?
Yeah.
Yes.
So all of our stuff is pretty much there.
I left a majority of my money there, but I don't know if that's of concern, really. You know what I mean?
We'll be fine on the money.
Yeah.
It's mostly about what we can kill him with. And
Yeah, Crow doesn't
Elyon,
have
You
armor
got
now.
magic hands. What you talking about?
yeah, Elyon's good. She's got pretty much all her stuff.
Have we decided that we're gonna attack Saul?
No, that's what I
Not
was just explaining.
yet.
Is that I don't want it to be violent. I would rather see if we can talk and see what his plans are, because we can probably negotiate our way out of the deal without having to worry about bloodshed.
I want it to be violent.
Yeah.
I think we need to kill Saul. Saul just tried to kill all of us.
He's been lying to you.
Yeah, he has been lying, but it's violent means to a violent end, but I think it's going to be more aggravating.
If
Violent
anyone
delights
has
have violent ends.
if anyone has access to where Saul is and where Saul goes, it's us.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're the most equipped to take him down out of anyone.
Well, hear me out. How about a non-upfront attack and we take him out quietly? Like, whether it be poisons, whether it be assassination, whether it be, you know what I mean? Not like running in guns blazing, because,
The fact of the matter is, he has intel, and
yeah, I'd rather
for my
extract
organization, I need it, and I
knowledge. Okay.
would very much
So we
like
can't, we can't
your
just go
guys'
in
help.
shooting. We need some knowledge. So we need to subdue the man, knock him out, do something.
Get him alone. So I'm assuming he's going to be surrounded by guards. But Crow,
Yeah.
do you know
He probably has other records too that we could find.
how loyal are the bodyguards to you, Crow? I feel like Billy and Willie will help us out.
I can see who I
AR
can
would,
persuade.
yeah.
Billy and Willie would
I
be on our
think
side.
I think they would be just as disgusted at figuring this information out that we are.
It seems like Saul's doing it alone. Like I feel like he's kind of solo. Seems like he works in his own mind, like from.
He's running his own game and
Yeah.
using everyone else.
Yeah.
Not,
So no,
not like he has a whole lot of counterparts, but the big people.
I'm imagining if we attacked that he'd have a big crew there, but really he might just be like by himself, and it's a matter of getting him.
Let me. This is gonna be over the top for me. I'm gonna look at some different poisons and extracts. See if I have one to my knowledge that can do something along the lines of knocking a person out, so we can try and quietly subdue him. Maybe get him wrapped up, talk. You know what I mean, type thing. Interrogation.
We have oil of Taggart.
Yep, and I have it in my knowledge. I was like, there's a few different oils here. But like one of the oils, yeah, it does knock out. So I'm gonna see what I can do about that. But I do know people that I can obviously get that alchemical stuff from. So if we can get something that can knock him out and not, have to do it violently, we can easily get him to pass out in a chair and just tie him up. You know what I mean? I can talk to Jimmy or something like that, and we can probably just drug him.
What do you think?
Perhaps I don't know what the dynamic that he has going with his employees and
Yeah.
what he's told them about you.
True that.
What you're clearly pretty stealthy, and you found your way around
I'm
town.
stealthy as fuck.
Sneaky sneak.
What do you think, Kwava?
From what I've gathered from the Golden Goblin is there aren't many entrances, points of egress that aren't easily guarded or defended. I don't know of any back or secret entrances. And Saul, being a crime boss and experienced one at that, he's sure to have precautions. And he knows that you guys are still alive. He would have precautions and maybe a backup plan if that were to happen. We really don't have current information on it. Things have definitely changed by you guys not falling into his trap and going along with his plans.
I mean, they don't necessarily know that we know the plan. For all they know, we didn't know the note was there, etc. You know what I mean? Like we could very well come back and be like, yeah, it was really fucked up. There was were-rats, and I don't know what you want to do about it, Saul. You know what I mean? And just like play it like we still don't know. Maybe kind of like work our way through it. And if he doesn't think we know, then we can probably get him into some form of a trap. But if he knows that we know for sure, like if the were-rat's like, I saw him take the note, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, he was gone. He wouldn't have seen you. take the
Exactly,
note,
like
I
he had
guess.
bailed, but maybe
But
he has a scout. I don't know.
The GM said he has a really high bluff.
That's true. Fuck.
That is a good plan though, and it might work at least to get us to him.
Because like we could very well come back and I don't know, maybe even parade the fact that we won a bit. You know what I mean? Be like, don't worry, we had took out some of the people that were there, but we didn't see the people that you had told us about. So yeah, that'd be one take on it. If there's any other takes, I don't know, man. That seems like a pretty heavy situation.
Is there anybody in town that you trust to
Yes.
to sneak in contact and see if they have any inside information on what has happened? We could maybe take a day of figuring out the status of the Golden Goblin before figuring out what we do.
How about this? I get in contact with Lixie working there. We see what the buzz is around there. I'll have her meet me at the temple or something. I'll have a messenger bring a note there, just a random bar patron.
I could send my bird and
Fuck yeah, your bird.
and you hear as a hawk flies down and perches on his arm.
Hell yeah.
I have animal messenger.
Aw.
I can send Ganmeat over here to
Ganmeat.
find her. Do you have something that smells like her? Tracker.
Just in luck, I do. I have this note she gave me. It smells like her wrist because she
Perfect.
rested her wrist on it.
Perfect. He'll be able to bring her a message and
Right to
tell
her
you
wrist.
tell her to meet you.
Yes, it'll be meet me at the temple tonight.
Yeah, I've been stalking all of you, so he's familiar with what she looks like.
All right. Go find Lixie
You're kind of
again.
a creep, but like in a good way.
Go
I'm
find
a scout
Lixie again,
for a militaristic kind of society of. I'm like the FBI of elves.
Yeah, if I wasn't an
Okay,
elf,
okay.
I'd want to be with you.
Yeah, we're the FBI of elves. Come on. So yeah,
I would like
is there
to
anything else you want?
I want
her
to send a
say?
message with, to say to meet me at the temple. Is there anything else we need to convey to her?
Make sure she's not followed.
Oh yeah, probably be like, make sure you're not followed. Yeah, other than that, I think that's pretty straightforward. I'll ask her there.
Yeah.
Okay.
He I don't know. He sends his bird.
Ganmead. Ganmead.
Yeah. Is there anything else you guys were discussed? I think it's probably time to get some rest. I mean, I'm an elf. I don't have to rest that
Yeah,
much.
meditation, am I right?
Fist
Bump.
bumps early on. But you human and half-orc people must be exhausted.
I am beat. I could sure use
I don't
a
know if you
napperoni.
saw that, but I puked
Yeah, I puked too.
a lot. Yeah, I'm sorry about trying
Those
to use
bugs
you
were fucking
as
gross.
a human shield. I didn't know what else to do. I was desperate.
Yeah.
I thought I was going down under.
You
him.
really forced them over to me.
I'm sorry.
Feels bad.
Word. So you guys, yeah, you rest up, get your spells and all that stuff back.
Yes, I'm gonna redo my extracts for the day.
Dope. Get all that shit prepared. Crow, I don't think we've addressed it, but I think as an Inquisitor, you do have to like pray to Pharasma for an hour to get your spells. I think
Oh, okay.
that'd probably be just in your Inquisitor list or like page or whatever if you'll ever look that up.
Okay. I will pray.
But yeah, I think as a divine caster, you'd have to pray to your god every morning, or at a time every day.
I will be sure to make note of that.
And the sorcerer just has to sleep,
Meditate.
meditate.
Open my eyes. Be over the meditation.
Cool.
Yeah, since she was up, she probably was chatting with Kwava.
Yeah, what do you want to talk about with Kwava?
Tell me more about your homeland.
Ah, yes. The Mwangi expanse, the forest. I know many things about it off the top of my head.
Yes. I'm sure it's a wonderful place with gorillas and stuff. The only creature I know from the Mwangi Expanse on Glass Cannon podcast, there was a gorilla type creature that had 6 arms.
Oh, yeah.
And it just smashed a boat to bits.
This thing was gnarly.
Actually, it died really quickly, but it was pretty scary sounding.
The Mwangi expanse, also called the Forbidden Jungle. It is the wild interior of the continent of Garund, which is south of Avestan, right? Across, like, south of Absalom and all that stuff.
So he took a boat to get here.
Yeah, he's been gone for years and stuff. He has, like, he was running around Galarian for years before finding the Shin Rakarath up in Crying Leaf. It's in a very old and large expanse of forest. My tribe was able to wait out Earthfall there, and we have adapted ourselves to the forest kind of climate of the area. He looks like more of a wood elf than some of the, like, I guess I don't know exactly the other types of elves, but he looks more in tune to what Skyrim would call a wood elf.
Mm-hmm. From what I understand about Pathfinders, they'll actually start turning green or get growths on them.
Like he's got kind of brownish skin at this point.
Quite the difference from where you were at to this area of the world.
Yeah, it is different, but I found myself in Crying Leaf in the Mirani Forest, and that, which is north of, I think it's either directly north or a little bit like northwest of Riddleport. And that expanse of forest is very similar to the Mwangi expanse in a lot of ways. At least it's familiar.
Elion's so fascinated to hear all this, and she would probably just hit him with questions throughout until he's tired of it.
Until he's blue in the face.
Yeah.
Until these guys wake up.
Right now? Do you love this shit?
Do you know it is? So I hate to be this person, everyone, but I'm gonna split us for a little bit. But I really want us to meet at the temple by tonight, so we can get info from Lixie and then make our moves from there. But I would like us to all meet up there. That way we all have the information, and I don't have to come recon at the Boneyard. But I have to go get some crafting at Sphyrna. I have to go get some crafting at Sphyrna done. We're gonna need some things, so I'm gonna go get some tricky things just in case we use them. I could very well be back here before you guys move, but if not, we're gonna be meeting back there. I'm also gonna do a quick pass by of the goblin, sneaky like, and see if there's extra guards posted up and stuff out there on my way. So does anyone, I guess, need anything, want anything? I can craft a lot of weird stuff.
I think that
You want some alchemist fire? I know you do.
perhaps we could. I'm good on supplies, but perhaps we could. Kwava and I could go scout the goblin while you're doing that.
Yeah, that'd be a good use of time. If there's anything else in town we need done, I suggest we do it, and we do it quietly. Because as of right now, I'm just gonna act like we are wanted men and women. And so
Agreed. I say we stay. Keep our faces.
Not necessarily disguise self, but definitely.
You might want to take
don't look yourself.
You might want to take the extra yard and disguise yourself. I'm sure that he has people out watching for you guys.
Oh, Tom.
So well, you have to get in town to see Tom.
Ah, shit.
Disguise yourself as a bush.
Fair enough. I'm already green.
I'm already green.
It's very risky to go off on your own at this time, but if you think you have to.
I mean, it's daylight.
Do you want a
and
guard? Battle buddy?
I feel like it's too much to have the whole squad roll into town, especially if you're going to go do some mission that could be dangerous to grab stuff with, because if I go grab stuff and we all get jumped, we could very well be in over our head, but I guess I could be more in over our head if I went alone. We could very well all make the trip and, do it as a crew, but maybe stay separated a bit, something like that.
I don't like the idea of us splitting, but understand the necessity for it.
I feel like
I'd
we
say
need
twos, or at least stay close and in communication.
Maybe follow each other through town, but stay a block away, something like that. You know what I mean? We know where we're going, so we don't necessarily get lost. It's just more a sense of if something goes down, you're only a block or two away.
We should have a meeting point in town too, in case things go awry.
Should we meet halfway at Tom's? Isn't Tom's right in the middle of town? And then Sphyrna's on the other side?
I mean, Tom was also somebody that Saul called upon.
Oh, you're right. I didn't think about that. Knowledge local. Where in town does he not give a piss about?
How about
Where
Crow's old house?
is the temple safe? Because
Yeah,
the temple's
my
more
house.
he doesn't have anyone at the temple that I know of that really could give a fuck less. Even Sphyrna or even Shrafa said oh, I know a little bit about him, but he's an old dude that
You just have to
he's
look
been doing
out
his
for any kind of informants that are just kind of hanging out.
I don't think they would expect us to necessarily go to the temple, but maybe they would me. You know what I mean? Because obviously that's where family is. But maybe if I want information from inside the town, but I want to do it safely. How do we get this done? We have to have a meeting point in town that's not under watch. Where do we know of?
Crow's house, maybe.
I was thinking Rot Gut. I was like, why would they care? Why would we go there? Type thing. You know what I mean?
We've already
Yeah.
told Ellie or your friend to meet at the temple.
Yeah, like we'll meet there at night. I said meet us there at night.
Okay.
So we can talk. So I'm assuming it's just gonna be like after nightfall we'll go there. I was gonna leave myself the day to go do some crafting and get tricky, but getting through town's gonna be the trick because we're on the opposite side of town pretty much.
Mm-hmm. You have to go through most of town to
Yep.
get to the places you want to go.
That's why I wonder if like, is there a, honest to God, is there a way I can knowledge local my way through the town to know like some back alleys that are sneaky, and then we do like some luck chances to see if there's an informant there or something like that?
Sure.
How should we play us navigating through town unseen? We can do stealth checks. We can do disguise selves. We can do.
Yeah, disguise self,
Is
stealth,
gonna help our stealth if we do disguise.
survival, or knowledge local would help decrease the chance of being spotted.
So I'm a knowledge local buff. If someone here's a survival buff, they can probably
I'm a
make it
survival
through.
buff.
How are you? What are you knowledgeable with their local or survival or?
I don't even have local, and my survival is +2.
How about a? What's your perception?
It's +6.
You could probably be like a back or either a back faller or a front faller that like kind of looks out a block away, being like, take a left up here because there's an informant up ahead or something like that.
And I have decent bluff.
We could maybe give you like the role of a spot looker while me and Crow kind of get through town. I feel like maybe Elion's face would be a little less known than most, especially because being an elf, but maybe that'd make her more spotted.
All you guys have been,
Yeah, we're so known.
you've called a lot of attention to yourselves the last few weeks.
That's why some disguise self, stealth. How's your stealth?
Not very good. It's only a +3.
Oh, it's better than a +2.
Yeah, that's true. How down is Kwava to go with us to town? He's like down for this?
I would rather stay out of town in the daylight,
Yes.
but
I mean, I have access
can go
to
with you.
Shirafas at any time as long as it's not too late, as we've established. So, like, maybe after nightfall, we meet with Lixie, get what information we can there, and then I can go talk to Sharafa if given the time that she wouldn't close.
Well, you'd be at Sharafa's place when you're meeting Lexi.
I meant Sphyrna. If we went to Sphyrna if I went to Sphyrna at night, what time would, she be, like, not letting me in?
You just have to fall into where she's falling asleep,
Okay.
and you have to wake her up.
Wake her up. Knock, knock, knock. But, because, like, if we get information at night and the shit at night, it's going to be a lot easier for us to sneak, and there'll probably be less informants and etc.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as the daytime, we got to do something.
I don't have any business to do in town. I don't mind
I don't necessarily
hanging out
need
here.
the whole crowd. It was for precaution.
I don't mind waiting out here and passing the day by. You can get done whatever you need to do, but I think I'll just wait until nightfall and come in later. And I say when we enter town, maybe we come from the west side when it's a little darker, make it the least likely that they'll find us.
Yeah, I need to take a look here at the town map and see if I can find like the best route.
You could. Looks like you could like kind of go through Lubbertown and then take the edge of the.
Can you point for me where the where we are and then where Temple?
Here. Somewhere over here.
Oh, they're like right next to each other. So we only really have to cross like a quadrant of town.
Not too bad.
I was actually gonna propose that like I could use my whole day to get there as sneakily as possible by going around up the hills there. You know what I mean? Like making it the long route that doesn't go through town, coming in practically to the backside there. If it was up that mountain, like I could just go around the rocks there and I could just kind of crawl into the side of town, slunk in.
Over the
sneaky.
south or the north? Going through the mountains would be very hard. Do you have climbing gear and shit like that?
Well, I mean, it'd be.
You can skirt the mountain, come in
Yeah,
kind of
I
through
wasn't necessarily,
Lubbertown
like,
and enter
getting
from the
weird
north.
with I got like ropes and bedroll, backpacks and pouches. I don't know if it's necessarily climbing gear, but it sounds like it.
You have to be good at climbing.
I am.
There'd be a lot of climb checks.
Monkey fish, I have a climbing speed.
That could work.
Called it good.
How long does that last?
Because I was just thinking like of a way to skirt around the town. I didn't mean like crawl through the mountains necessarily, but like if I can cross over the mountain there and then like skirt through like maybe those back 4 or 5 blocks, it looks like, you know what I mean?
The key thing that you said is over the mountain. That's hard.
Yeah. I mean, it only looks like it's a mile big.
It's going to take you a long time, and it's going to be hard.
I was thinking about the whole day. Would it be like a until nighttime
It
thing to get there?
probably take you the majority of the day to do that.
All right. Well, ixnay that.
Got it.
I just want to do something with the day. Sit here at a camp and piss my day away.
Well, we
You can
could just
do your
pass
thing.
the day.
You just
no,
have
I'm
to.
gonna get
You just
caught,
have to make.
and everyone wants to come with me as a group. So all of a sudden, it's gonna be 4 motherfuckers walking around getting spotted instead
No.
of just one dude in a hoodie walking through town.
No, Elyon is saying that
Yeah,
she
you're
thinks
fine
that
to
we
stay.
should all stay here. Kwava doesn't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't know what Crow
Yeah,
wants
no
to
one's
do.
been against you going.
But if you
No,
go,
but everyone said it was.
and be
Actually,
sneaky.
you, Kwava, said it was unsafe to travel alone.
He's
And,
warning you that it is unsafe.
Yeah, but it's
He's
also
not saying
unsafe to
no.
travel in a pack, is it not? Because
be.
then it's like a lot more chances to be seen.
There's benefits to both.
Yep. Like obviously, if you get jumped, you want the group, and if you don't get jumped, you don't want the group because they're gonna be easier to see.
you need
Yeah.
to go so you can get
It's
your
really
alchemy
sneaky.
supplies.
Yeah, well, because
And
I'm
Crow
just
needs
thinking
some
like if
armor.
we're gonna do anything,
needs
if we're gonna
armor.
do anything that
means I have
involves
to go to the goblin.
knocking dudes out and
Unless I
stuff
buy
like that,
some.
I don't want to have to go up and punch Saul in the head to do it. I want to do it in a way that's like we're gonna knock him out in time. Do chair, it's gonna be safe, easy clap, not like. Oh man, should we bludgeon him with this bar stool to make sure he doesn't die? You know what I mean? Because non-lethal damage. We all have swords and daggers. We're gonna poke him to death. Like,
Yeah.
I would rather like than try and deal with non-lethal damage. Deal with a crafty way of maybe like poisoning him out, or like even simply like maybe even being able to apply an extract on. They don't affect people. Never mind.
I think you should go alone.
I want to
Or
get
have
to.
one
I just
person
want to get to
nearby.
Sphyrna's. I want us all to go to the temple so we can all get the information, especially Kwava, because like Kwava's looking for info. We're looking for info from Saul. Like we can all use this info, right? And
So I
then if
don't-
need be, we can retire
Let's
back
just
to
go at
Kwava's.
sunset.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I'm
well,
cool
you
with
could
that.
go earlier alone if you want, and then the rest of us could follow up a little later.
It'd probably take me a good while to make the extracts too, so we could probably meet with Lixie, and if time allows, go to Sphyrna and talk to her, and then let me just do the rest of the night out and go sleepless damn near.
Yeah.
And then-
How many points in craft do you have?
Craft alchemy, I have 1 rank, 4 points. I'm at a +8.
You have 1 rank in it.
It says 1 rank, yeah. 1 rank and 4 ability.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out how many things you can make.
Whichever group goes in at night, whoever follows up later, just do a recon past the goblin. Nothing too in depth.
Well,
then
because yeah,
head to
that's
the
what I thought
temple.
we were doing too, is like splitting where I do something, you guys go to the goblin.
And we'll do it later. So because that's the only thing we have to do, and it won't hopefully take us long. So we can just do that and then roll up to the temple later.
But looking past the goblin at night too is gonna have a different picture than what goblin in the daytime would be. You know what I mean? Like in the daytime, they might have all those guards out waiting for our asses, which is gonna tell us more than if we look right at night and no one's there because shit's locked up and it's done. So like there's probably people inside, but we don't know if there's 8 guards inside waiting for us or not, without doing window peeking and stuff like that. But if we look in the day, then we know really what they're prepared for. So we could also do a
roll
recon.
like supper time. We'll roll by at like
Yeah.
supper time when it's
Yeah.
getting a little darker, so we can see what's going on.
I mean, there's a
Then we spend only a couple hours in town before we hit the temple.
Okay, so not like when it's closed up, but more like when it's just starting to get dark.
And then and that way
Okay.
we're out of town most of the time.
So let's do come sunset, we hit Goblin and then Temple, and then I run over and start crafting for the night.
we hitting goblin being Kwava, I, and Crow.
Yeah,
what are you
sure.
doing? Or you do want to roll with us?
I don't necessarily need to. I mean, like I said, more people is more
That's what I'm thinking.
people to get caught.
You think it's too risky for me to get my armor?
In the goblin?
Yes.
Yeah. I was wondering if did the were rats have any armor that he could wear?
Let's see. If they
Medium
had
creatures?
stuff.
would your blacksmithing place have any
I was
unfinished
wondering
pieces of armor? Or
I was
something
wondering
like
that too, whether we would send them all out like, done, here's your failed order.
There's a chance.
Yeah. A percentage chance that I...
Yeah, those were-rats didn't have really any armor more than just like some leg wraps and some like a bandolier type thing. They were all dexterity and natural armor.
Not great. Is
So
there
me trying to trip one wasn't gonna go well.
Yeah, pretty much.
is there a chance that there's armor at the smithy?
There is a chance.
Ooh, okay. I would know that in advance before I go,
He won technically.
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
He's
Cool.
like, oh yeah, back at my place, there's like 4 sets of unfinished armor.
What kind of armor do you need, Crow?
Are you medium?
I am proficient in light and medium.
Okay.
So even if you had some robes, I'd take some robes. You know, shit.
Yeah,
you
we'll
know?
throw something on you. You ever wear leaves? Some good leaves that grow out here. Some big,
I
thick
guess when I was
ones.
puking in the swamp, I was probably wearing quite a few leaves.
I got a groin,
No.
a groin cloth that you can just drape across your dongle.
I'm not naked. I just need a top.
All right.
Topless.
Dum 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 dum.
Did we take off armor to make you more sneaky?
I just wanted to blend in with the boneyard,
Yeah, I think we wanted to make you sneaky.
and it didn't really matter or work.
Well, now you're gonna be sneaky when you come into town and looking like just a random orc and not Crow.
I guess.
They're like, I don't know what your body looks like, I guess. Wear a face wrap, call it good.
You would remember, Elion, it's not a new piece, but it had been there in a while and it hadn't been selling, but there is a thing of chainmail left over that you remember.
Oh, there's a set of chainmail armor that's been in my place for years. I don't
Ooh.
even know where it came from
Whoa.
or how long it's been there. I saw my father work on it occasionally, but it never went out. We could possibly get that for you, Crow.
Cool. Yeah, I'd like to see if we could swing by there and grab that.
Are we on the same side of town as the rocket? Or is that the opposite side?
That's by the docks.
But it is down super south, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's a long trek, but we're on the right side.
Yeah.
That's where we came from.
Yeah, you're right.
Kind of.
Yeah. As far as the day goes, then I mean moderately just waiting around.
All right, so you wait around until
Relatively sunset.
Okay, and then you guys head off?
Sun starts tucking behind the mountain. We start going in.
Okay. Do you want to make those survival and or
I would like to
local?
disguise myself.
Yeah, do any of that you want?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you want us to paint how we disguise or what? Because I sure can. I'm taking off the hoodie. I'm wearing the chainmail, right? But I'm taking off the gauntlets. Just trying to look like a kid. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna wrap my shit. Probably just like take a piece of cloth or something that I have from a bag and put something around my hair, head, a headband, something like
Okay.
that.
Hey, Dane, do you
Just
mind
very
if I
recognizable fucking face?
do you mind if I wrap my face in your hoodie?
You can wrap a hoodie around your face.
I'm gonna cover my bad eye. Just
All
so
right.
maybe.
And
people don't
Elion,
know.
because your ears are a little bit harder to hide, I've been using these and I have one left, and he hands you a potion. This is help disguise yourself.
Wonderful. She drinks it. Should she drink? Is it a time? Can I drink it right now? Should I drink it
There
now?
is a time limit on it.
All right,
It would pretty much get you like through town.
So I would say
All right.
wait until we get into town.
She chugs it. No, she's gonna wait.
All right, then we gotta run now.
All right, so what did you guys roll on your disguise checks? And somebody can roll to disguise somebody else if that's.
Do I roll also?
You don't have to. You can just morph into whatever you remember.
Oh, okay, cool.
I got a 11.
Okay.
14.
Okay. Rad.
Not hot, but good.
kinda
Mine is
covered.
very average.
Yeah. Crow pretty much covered his eye patch.
Yep.
So it
Nice.
looks like he just has like a bandage over one eye. Anyway.
We'll
He's
see.
still covering one eye just
Yeah.
because.
I didn't
Does he
know-
have an eye patch?
I didn't know what else to do.
That's good.
I could have covered both eyes, I guess, but then I can't see.
Gotta wear some glasses or something. I don't know. Gotta find you glasses.
Fuck me.
I don't even think they had glasses back then.
And would you like to roll knowledge, local, or survival to
Yes.
track your way through
Yes, I will
the
roll
best route?
survival.
And even knowing that,
Motherfucking 15.
Nice.
let me make sure. I want to see how long it was that heightened awareness lasts to be positive. But I was thinking about popping it right as we start going to town. 10 minutes per level, so 30 minutes.
Okay.
That's gonna be a pretty decent chunk of time.
It's like 200 rounds.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pop my heightened awareness going in. So then I will have my +2 competence on perception and all knowledge checks that I'm training.
Do it. Roll your knowledge.
So right now we're going knowledge local. We're hitting 23.
Okay.
So we have 23 on knowledge local.
You guys find a pretty good route to the places that you're going to go.
And if there's any
Very good, in
perception that I should be making, let me know.
Okay. So are you guys splitting it, or are you going to places one at a time?
Here's my thought. Splitting the party, you could go to Temple, Crow and I go to the blacksmith, Kwava checks out the goblin.
Quava's gonna check out the goblin. Okay.
That's a good idea.
What do you think?
Yep, he's the less known there.
Yeah.
So you can walk
I
past.
can be very
him without-
sneaky too.
Nice. Yeah, we can do that. We'll split our ways through. I mean, we're pretty much really close to each other. Me and you, we're like 2 blocks away.
Oh,
so
good. So we can watch each other.
pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to roll? Screams,
do you want to roll stealth checks?
Yeah, I'll sneak my way there.
Yeah, and when Elyon gets to town, she pops the potion and starts transforming. Her hair gets a little more frizzled, and her robes change into like a baker chef's outfit, complete with the chef's hat and the apron and like stains. And she gets a foot shorter and like another 200 pounds heavier. but she
Nice.
remains a female, just with like kind of a chunkier face. She looks similar, but a chunky face and no pointy ears.
Nice. She
So you're
almost
just
looks
a
like
random chef now.
She almost looks like Mumsy.
Mamsie.
All right, you guys enter into town like that. Roll your stealth checks if that's what you would like to do.
I got a 17.
23.
5.
Okay.
Sneaky
I give him 8 of my numbers.
Sneaky orca sneak.
All right, cool. You guys go through town. Who wants to go to their location first?
I would almost say let's do it in the order we talked about. Kwava's info, and then Elion and Crow, and then me.
All right, Kwava breaks off and goes to scope out the Golden Goblin. Elion and Crow, you guys make it to your house, Elion.
Yes. We
It is empty and dark.
empty
Quiet.
and dark. Let's approach.
Let's do it.
So Elyon's gonna go up and she's gonna knock on the door, like knock, knock, knock. Hello? Hello?
No answer.
Have you finished my order yet? Hello? Knock, knock, knock.
No answer.
Turns to Crow. I wonder, perhaps they're not home. We should go through try the back entrance.
Okay.
Goes around to the back side, and then goes in, and then like unlocks the door once she gets like if there's like a back entrance backyard, she's gonna go in that way.
Cool.
And go to the chainmail and grab it, and here, try this on. What do you think?
Ooh.
You would find the chainmail, but it's a small size and Crow can't wear it.
Aww.
Dang.
Oh no.
Memory
It
is
doesn't quite
fickle.
fit me.
Put it on your arm.
JK.
Memory is fickle.
So that gives you a +6 AC. You can have a maximum dex of +2 and a -5 armor check penalty.
+6 AC, that's really important.
Yeah.
If we get
What is your dexterity bonus?
+2.
+2? Okay, that's cool. It doesn't impede your dexterity bonus to your AC. But the armor check penalty means you take a -5 on all skill checks that are strength or dexterity based.
Okay.
So before you had
I had a -4, I think.
yeah, so you I think your stat block, whatever, you just -1 from climb and acrobatics and sneak and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Cool. You get that armor, and Dane arrives at Svirna's shop. The windows are lit.
The windows are lit. I am lit. Seems like I'm probably okay to go in. Does it look like I've been followed? Can I percept around me?
Make perception check.
Have I been followed? Perception. I would consider that a trap, being followed. 20.
20? Mm-hmm. You don't notice anyone.
All right. I'm gonna just go in the front door like a normal person then.
Okay. Dane, is that you?
Oh, Svirna.
Dane,
jeez.
what the fuck?
I shake off my disguise a bit here, and I guess he has my
You're
hoodie.
alive. What?
I can't.
Word around town is you guys got killed by bunyips in the
Oh my God, there's word around
boneyard.
town already. Oh man, it's been a rough day, Svirna.
Oh fuck! What the fuck?
So
I don't know what to say.
right now, what we know is that maybe Saul has finally snapped and he's had enough of us and he's ready to dump our bodies in the river Styx.
That makes sense. Saul's a bitch.
Yeah, he always has been, ain't he?
Yeah.
So right now, I'm looking to get some more black market goods that we
Help
might
yourself.
be able to use, and we're gonna be bailing out of town here. So as far as you know, I was not here. All right.
Okay. Do you need anything else? I'm willing to help you any way I can.
I mean, from what I know, I'm just gonna be raiding the stash as usual. I'll give you some GP for compensation, but I'm gonna be making some weird stuff.
Don't even worry about compensating me at this point.
All
Do what
right.
you need to. I'll throw together a little potion package for you.
All right, sounds good. I would like to start crafting some drug loads.
Do it. Roll some craft checks.
Okay. I'm gonna make Blackfinger salt,
Okay.
and that is going to be a 19 to make that.
Do you know the gold value of it?
400.
400?
So in half is my normal cost. You said a third, and then she said free.
Yeah.
But a third is what it would have been.
We're gonna forsake the actual crafting rules. What is the DC of the to resist that poison?
15. What the black fingers was. Fortitude 17.
17. Okay, we'll say that you craft it.
Okay, Fortitude 17. Okay, so I'm gonna make one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then the other one I was looking for is Oil of Taggart, and I was hoping to make 3, but I'll walk away with whatever I can get, aiming for 3.
Okay.
Okay? I'm gonna use my Crafter's Fortune before I do it.
After you rolled and saw you failed?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna use,
Nope.
I'm gonna use
You
my
failed
Crafter's
that
Fortune
one.
for the next 2 doses.
Okay. Failed that one.
Okay, so we'll have possibly 2 doses. Where is Crafter's Fortune?
Gives you what, a +4?
I know I have Crafter's Fortune, and it gives me a +4 to the next check.
+5 luck on its next craft
Nice.
skill.
All right, so we got a 10 plus 11, 21, 26. 26.
26, you say?
Yes.
That'll be enough
1 or 2.
for that first one, or the second one.
Okay. 27.
Nice. Sure, I'm gonna say that's
taggets.
that's all that you can make in this time.
That was it. I only wanted 3.
Cool. You got those made. Spirna gives you.
What's in the care package?
Roll me a D8.
A D8. Oh, okay. Any pluses?
Nope.
2.
2. You're
Okay.
gonna get 2 potions.
2 potions. All right, sounds good. What are these there, Smyrna?
She's gonna give you. Do you want healing or
I want some damage.
you want damage potions?
I want something dirty. Actually, if possible, control. Do you have any control potions? I need something right in the middle between damage and...
More like
buff.
buffs.
Yeah, okay. We'll take some buffs, fuck it. As long as they're not like Cure Light and Cure Mods, because we got plenty of that.
Here's a bark skin
Ooh,
Wow.
I do like bark skin. Okay.
and invisibility.
All right. Do you know what that invisibility there lasts? And is it an automatic thing, or do I have to save to it?
It automatically makes you invisible for.
Spherina, your voice sounds different. I wonder how long this spell lasts.
It'll be 2 minutes.
All right, so you go invisible for 2 minutes until you attack. Got
Yeah.
it.
Going with the second level spell.
All right.
Wait, what level do you have to be at to do second levels? Might be like 3 minutes.
All right. I mean, I am 3rd level.
Sure, it'll be 3 minutes.
Sure. Awesome. Well, I appreciate the hell out of
And then
this,
just
Spherina.
because I'm nice, here's 2 cure mods.
2 cure mods. All right. Hey, you know what? This means a lot. I really hope to be seeing you around more. Please pray on this working.
I will pray to Gazra of your swift victory.
All right. Well, thank you much. Have a swell time when I leave.
Good luck out there. My boy.
I'm so sad. Is it cure mod or light?
Mod. All right, and you guys would go back through to and meet up at the temple.
Yep.
All right, roll some more stealths.
Sneaky.
You got it. 13 for Elyon.
Okay.
And whatever I get if my disguise helps.
Okay.
Yeah, do disguises change this? What is my plus for wearing a disguise?
I'm not gonna give you a plus. I'm gonna change the DC.
Oh. Okay, I got a 7.
Okay.
9.
Okay.
We're all pretty fucking bad.
Yeah.
All right.
You make your
We
back
make our way to the
yeah,
temple.
You guys would convene at the temple.
I'm gonna percept to see if we were followed.
Do it.
Same.
Hey.
What are your-
Elyon 24.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
24.
24. You guys don't see anything.
All right. Looks like we're good then. We go inside. I go inside? What do we do here? Do you wanna
Filter in.
Do you wanna all walk in? What if someone bad is inside that like is just here visiting for the temple?
I feel like at this point we should just be together.
You're right.
I think that if we get into a situation now, it's time to fight.
Yeah.
So you guys, do you go into the temple when you guys get there, or do you wait outside until everyone's together?
Oh, I suppose we'd all kind of roll up at slightly different times.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we'd funnel in as we show up. I think.
Okay.
I would post up at the bar where I know.
Well,
I'm
when you would
mostly
enter,
loved.
Sasha would be like, "Dane, you're alive! What the?
I hug Sasha dearly.
I heard you were dead. I didn't know what was going on.
I thought I was dead
Your
too.
mom
don't worry.
is so fucking sad right now.
We're gonna
She's been
set
like
this
pissed at you
straight.
because you haven't gone and like talked to her in like a long time, and I think she even like threw all your shit out your window and like got rid of all of your stuff.
Damn.
But
I thought I
like,
was
she's
looted.
been freaking out a little bit about it. And now that
Oh,
you're
jeez.
dead, I don't even know where she went. She just like left, and she's
Oh no, she's not here.
No, she's
Oh,
not
no.
here.
Oh no, this is gonna be really hard to
she like
explain.
took 3 bottles of alcohol from
Mom, you're wildin'.
what was the guy's name at the bar?
Shit.
Nemo? No. I forget his name.
I had to do.
She grabbed 3 bottles and just
Wow.
left.
All right, I got some explaining to do. All right. Well, we're here to communicate some information. As Lixie Parmenter showed up.
Yeah, she's sitting over at the bar.
Yes. Okay. Slunk up to the bar.
Dean! She gives you a big hug too.
I sent you a bird. You know I'm not dead.
There's some weird stuff going on, man. I
Yeah.
heard you were dead. Saul said you guys were working with the Overlord. I don't know what's going on.
Overlord Kamarki?
Yeah.
Like we were working with
Like
him?
you're-
I think he's working with him.
I don't know what to believe anymore.
Oh man. All right. Well,
And then
what's been the buzz at?
Y'all two would come in shortly after. Kwava would follow in as well.
Sasha don't give a fuck.
Perception on that bar. What's
Yeah. What's this?
Are
Is
there
there anyone
people
I
around?
overlooked?
There's definitely people around.
Oh, I
Check for faces before me.
yeah,
'cause I
check
didn't.
faces. We
I
should.
perceive for a 25.
Ooh,
I got a 24.
nice. Any faces?
I mean-
that we shouldn't want there.
It's hard to even really tell. There's definitely people who have seen you. If they recognize you, when you walked in, Dane, she yelled, "Dane."
I know, right? Everyone caused a fucking scene, you know.
I expected we'd have like a quiet room.
Yeah, right. I was like, it's night, but no, it's night at the temple. Everyone's here to boo. Okay. Okay, so, Lixie.
Yeah.
What do you know? What was the deal at the Goblin? Most of our shit is still there, and right now Saul is completely turned against us.
Yeah, Saul, he closed down the Golden Goblin. He says that since you guys died, that he has to spend time before, like, getting new managers in place before he can open again.
Right.
I don't
So
know.
it's under close.
Yeah, I saw him hiring some mercenaries and stuff to I don't know what's going on.
Those are probably mercenaries for us.
And Kwava would be like,
Yeah. Kwava show up?
He would pretty much confirm this, be like, yeah, no
Yeah.
one was going in and out of the Golden Goblin.
It's closed
I
up.
saw a couple people on the roof, and like there was maybe
On the
some
roof.
there was somebody on the roof, and there's some guards out.
Yeah, so we definitely shouldn't have showed up there. Smart move, Kwava. Okay. That's scary. So right now, what we need from you, Lixie, is to see if our stuff is still in those rooms. We need it out of the Goblin.
I don't know if I can get back in.
Yeah, no, you don't have any access, I suppose.
He said
since it's
that he said
closed.
none of us can come back in until further notice.
All right.
So he basically laid off everybody and hired a bunch of guards.
Okay. That sounds like the right thing to do. Well, that's super good to know.
Have you seen strange movements besides at the Goblin anywhere else in the city? Guards,
There's been a
mercenaries
lot of
moving
buzz about
around.
us now. What's the buzz?
I mean, the buzz around town is that the Golden Goblin is going to be under fire from the different crime bosses after we thwarted them the other day, and basically
you
things
guys
are just
died.
kind of crazy. Yeah, you guys died the next day, and things have just been kind of not making sense. There hasn't been really anything too weird, I guess, besides just this whole situation.
Why did everyone assume so quickly that we died?
Because you guys
Because that
didn't
was
come
the
back, and Saul told us that. I mean, he's our boss. Why would he lie about his managers dying? But
He's
apparently he did.
He's setting us up.
Like, see, you know Saul. You can read him better. You know he's
I know he's a
he's
dirtball,
dirty.
but I didn't.
He's dirty.
I thought that he was like you guys were
I
kind of
thought he was
being
dirty
dirtballs
too.
too.
I thought he was
I
dirty
don't
too.
know. I thought we were all on the same dirtball page, but
Yeah.
apparently his dirtball was bigger than all of our dirtballs combined.
Look, he's got more
Those are
dirt balls
large
than any of
dirt
us.
like our dirtballs were a part of his dirtball,
And now we're all
floating
one
on
big dirt ball.
orbiting it, and he's the nucleus man.
Whoa.
The
We're just a
nucleus
simple
dirt ball.
proton.
Yeah, we are.
So, like, with everyone laid off there, our stuff's definitely gonzo's in there. We either need to deal with a raid to them versus their mercenaries, which I think is a very brash move. That's like the most default. We go in, we take over situation. Other than that, I have a few ways we could probably get things into his vicinity with what I crafted today, and I pull out two bags of mystery powder. One being this Taggett powder that I'm gonna put into some shit that is gonna be
Oil of Taggett is a powder?
yeah, it's gonna be for now
Whoa.
until I add the liquid to it.
Whoa.
Saves better. And so I'm gonna put liquid into this here, but this is Taggett, and this is pretty much knockout serum. And then I got this Blackfinger salt here, which is a pretty much kill potion. That's very, very deadly if consumed. So I think we need to think of a way to maybe get into the inside and get some of this into contact with him is one plan. Does anyone else have any other ideas?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's going to be executing. That's going to be tough.
It's
So
the
how-
classic anthrax, the package that you send to him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we do need to make sure we get him alive somehow. We need to talk to him.
Okay.
All the rest around, the mercenaries, the guards, they can die.
That means he's probably not getting shipments in of anything because he's closed, so we can't really like get at his liquor source. He doesn't have workers going in and out that aren't already like super under his payroll and probably know what's going on. Unless he's getting deliveries of literal packages, then I'm not sure how we can get something in contact with him. Do I know someone that
We could starve him out.
we could just create a fucking coup and just
It's a good
lock
old
us
siege.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
could just put up
but-
some barricades and make them stay there.
I mean, there's kind of sieges aren't all too that uncommon. I remember there was a siege at Croat's complex that lasted like a month and a half, but like he was obviously stocked to be able to withhold it, and
To last that long.
people couldn't pay to keep fighting him.
Well, I mean, he's not even in business, so he doesn't have anything coming in that we can withhold from him. Or if he's even in there, we don't know. You know what I mean? He could very well be gone and he's just guarding the fortress. Like, there's no reason he needs to be in there. Did we know that he lived in there, or did he live elsewhere and came there? And
He
stayed
lived in
there?
the Golden Goblin.
He lived in there,
Yeah.
correct? Okay. So there's a good chance that he's probably still there. But,
Oh, he's definitely still there with all the guards around him.
yeah, I wasn't sure they could be protecting his property.
Trying to think, we've heard a lot of information. Do we know are like Zincher and those people, they're not involved in it. They still don't like Crow. Is that true?
Like Crow?
Or sorry,
Well, they tried to kill
Saul.
me, so
I was like,
They
oh, they
did.
definitely don't like Crow.
But all their beef was only with us because of our relation to Saul. They hate Saul.
Yeah, they hate Saul, but I think they were also on a mission to kill us because, like, He sent us saying that there was a
Yeah.
mission between those two, right? Or like that those two were meeting and we should go like
I
fuck
think
it
they
up.
would
So I
still
think
have
they're enemies.
animosity toward us for killing their men for sure. I
Well,
don't
we didn't.
think-
Well, I mean, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
we
only been
did.
a couple. It's only been like a
It's been
day.
like
day,
a day
yeah.
and a half.
So I don't even know if they have people to like spare.
Right.
They're still working on reforming their
Yeah.
armies, their gangs.
I was
Yeah.
thinking along the lines of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Mm-hmm.
At least
that's a fair
until
point.
I'm all
dead.
about that.
That is a good point.
Is there? Do I know where those two are running out of, Zifrus and Zincher?
Yeah, Zincher's out of his. Well, Zifrus is
Out of where? Because he's grody.
Zifrus is out of the Rotgut district somewhere.
Okay.
Zincher, he's at his arena.
Okay.
Croat has a complex.
Should we send recon or do recon to those places, see what the stakes are, and maybe go in and see if we can make friends of a friend with an enemy type thing? I would almost be down to see if they want to make a little bargaining deal to maybe take out the mercs for us and we can take Saul for them and maybe get some money. You know what I mean? Like, we can hold him for all he's worth and maybe get them paid back. And in our case, just get justice and fucking take the goblin from him.
That'd be if we get their help, we're definitely gonna burn it all to the ground.
And my thinking is, if we go there and they don't want to see us, we'll know. You know what I mean? Like, they're not gonna make it obvious, or they're gonna make it very obvious that we are not welcome if we show up. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
obviously gonna try and just kill us. But if they don't have enough people and stuff like that, they might be willing to talk and be like, all right, you know, as long as we don't show up looking like we're about to kick some ass, we show up being like white flag, you know, and like, you want to talk about some stuff?
uh-huh.
Would
If
you
it-
guys run a recon down there with us? Do some recon? See what the places look like?
I would do some recon.
Like, what if we go past one of there and like Saul's just chilling with one of the dudes or something? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'd be nice to just see what it looks like.
Because we know about what's going on at the Goblin Temple, your areas, but we don't really know what they've been doing since the attack. So I would like to get some knowledge down there, even if we don't have to do it. How much is Quavo's fucking
Kwava?
Kwava's bird communicate with him? Can he like bring him info, or does he just like see and
He
chirp?
can deliver a message. I can look at the.
I just want to know
details
if like
of
he can
Animal
send a
Messenger.
bird to look and then talk to the bird and be like, "What did you see?" You know what I mean? But if he's not like a druid and talks to birds like that, I understand.
Well, he's a ranger, so they eventually do start getting some kind of druidic spells.
Okay, cool. Because if he can talk, we can send the bird, and that's the most inconspicuous. And the
Yep.
bird will be like, "I saw 4 dudes. They look mean." You know
Yeah,
what I
Mean
Be
dudes
like, cool.
talking.
Or he'll be like,
Gonna
"No
kill."
one there. Chirp."
He can basically, since he has his bird, he can basically just affix a message to it and get it anywhere he needs it to go. Or he can try and coax in a small bird or some other animal to
Yeah, I'm
to
not
do
trying
it.
to like send a message there. I'm trying to see if Kwava can understand.
No.
No? Okay. Then we'll have to do literal person recon. Let's check it out either as a group or because now it's night, so we can go check things out. It's dark. What's
Yeah.
y'all's take?
I think we could.
I'm
I'm curious just to scout it out, just for
Oh my
the
god,
extra
how much
information.
GP do you have, Crow? We need to get you armor.
He's got armor now.
Oh, that
Oh, yeah,
chainmail's
give
a
me
plus
some
6.
chainmail,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's plus 6. That's fine. Never mind.
I'm beefy
I was
again.
like,
I'm
we
ready
could
to
get you
fight.
some like good armor.
I'm ready
yeah,
to
but yeah,
fight.
that's good. Okay. I'd recon and check out
The shit?
The things.
Things.
The crime bosses.
Who do we want to check out first? Who's really like? I think we stay away from Zifrus for right now because obviously his dude probably just ran back there like last night. You know what I mean? And it's like, hey, we didn't get him. You know what I mean? So he's probably like on the most edge. So we should probably go check out the other places, or we
Yeah,
could really
you
fuck up Zifrus by
Probably
showing up
wouldn't
right now.
think that Zifrus would be a good person to just go talk to after you
Yeah.
killed his guys
Yeah.
and you know that he was an ally of Saul.
Oh yeah, no, like I'm not talking to him or talking about him like friendly. Yeah, he's more of an enemy right now, from what I can tell.
Yeah,
it
if we're
sounds
gonna
like,
go
it sounds
there,
like
we
he's
kill
pretty
him.
devout to Saul. At least he made that choice, as far as I'm concerned.
And if Saul thinks we're dead, we can also try and implement sneak operation because he wouldn't really expect it.
That is
Saul-
true.
Saul doesn't think
would
we're dead.
know that you're not dead.
But he's telling people we're dead.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He's saying the town that we're dead, but
Okay, never
he
mind.
knows damn well that we're coming to get him.
Yeah. I was thinking another idea is we ignite the town, let everyone know we're alive, and for some reason they should be against Saul.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
we could do an
option two.
anti-campaign, like throw up flyers and be like, down
Yeah.
with Saul, the murderer of woman and child. You know what I mean? Like,
Down with Saul, the dirt ball. Down with Saul,
the dirt ball.
What's that gonna do?
Saul.
we're trying to ruin his rep because right now everyone thinks we're dead and that we're like Saul's trying to be the good guy here and like rebuild his company, you know what I mean? But if we turn everyone against him, he has nothing to rebuild and everyone's against him, including the town, and we can get rid of his ass. With no scars remaining, we can kill him and everyone will be like, good.
It'll be a simple campaign of we'll be the new owners of the Goblin and we'll discount the liquor prices. Help.
Saul's been overcharging you all.
Saul's been
You should want
overcharging
to
you
kill
all.
him
Down
because
with
he's
the
been
dirt ball.
charging. Saul's overcharging you all. Kill the dirt ball. Yeah, no, that's a smear campaign's a side thing, but we should definitely do the recon at least and
Yeah.
go check out. Let's check out. It's dark. We're all semi-ass disguised. Yours is out now, Leon, I'm sure. And
Yeah, done.
That's probably done.
for
Alright,
me, I'm
she's
just
gonna do
wearing
a
not my
little
normal clothes. He's wearing a fucking sweatshirt wrapped around his eye. And
I'm
we'll
hood.
call it good.
He's getting chainmail on now.
Hood.
Ariane's
I got
gonna
chainmail, too.
wrap her robe up so she's not wearing the robe, her most defining clothing item. Kind of like wear it around like a sash around her waist and then tie her hair tight so her ears are covered.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Heck yeah. Roll your disguise check.
Ooh, a natural 18
Nice.
with a +3, 21.
9.
3.
Oh,
You guys are
man.
really good. I'm gonna roll over you guys from before. So.
Okay, sick.
See, where do you want to go?
Cool.
Let's check out. Should we do Zincher or Crow at first?
Zincher.
Zincher.
Zincher. Okay.
Zincher.
We're gonna go past Zincher's place. I'd say probably stay a block away, and then we'll look from a block away, and then see if we can get closer and close. You know what I mean? So let's start at a block away-ish.
Okay. Let's see.
From there, perception maybe.
Ooh. Whew. Do you guys want to look at what I just rolled here on this percentile?
What do you get?
Roll 100.
Make perception checks.
Is that 100?
Yep.
Is it for a trap?
No.
24.
Being jumped is a trap.
24.
10.
25.
Crow hears some people come out of an alleyway on your guys' way to Zincher's
Behind us.
from behind. Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. And they go, look who's alive and who's not gonna be anymore. And a bunch of thugs and thieves. 4 people walk out of the alleyway and go to surround you guys.
Good one, dude.
And that's where we're gonna end this episode.
These guys are awesome.
I wanted that perception.
I'm
been
gonna
waiting.
slice.
I wanted to know who they were.
Gonna slice. I'm gonna kill.
Oh, yeah.
I was just hoping for the jump.
Gonna slice.
I wanted to jump out.
I was gonna give you a 25% chance that there's gonna be like
People.
because Saul did notice and see you guys that you
saw
guys
us?
were around. Yeah.
How?
He
An informant?
an
Did you roll
informant.
percentile?
I rolled percentiles,
Oh.
perception checks, and
Damn.
all that stuff. And at one point, someone did flag you guys.
With my checks to see if
Damn.
people were following, I was like, "There's no." I would have noticed, right? Like this seemed like I was like 24 and 26 or something like that to check, and I was like, "Oh, fucking!" I
Yeah,
would know
no-
if someone saw us, but we weren't being followed. But it doesn't mean no one saw us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no one was,
I was
like
like, "Oh, we're
following,
good,
sneaking
we're
up and
good."
stuff.
Damn it. So
Yeah, so 25% chance
chance.
that he was gonna send somebody out, and they're gonna send. I rolled 100%, so they found you.
so they're from Saul.
Damn.
I was gonna see if they were fucking orcs or something. I was like, "Oh, Zincher saw us fucking," you know what I mean?
And then it gives me time to think about what you're gonna see as Inchers.
Yeah, it's cool with me.
This
That's
is just like wondering how the game works. When like Elyon, I would imagine as soon as she sees a group in the alleyway coming towards her, she would just turn and burning hands them all. But
Fair.
why doesn't that work?
You can.
Your perception wasn't high enough in the surprise round. Only Crow's was.
Sure, and so they would have time to move around us.
Yeah.
Because basically there'd be like initiative.
Yeah, they're going to come out of the alleyway. There's going to be a surprise round for them and Crow. And then the full initiative will start.
I got higher than Crow.
I thought you got a 24.
He got 24. I got 25.
He got 25.
Oh, well, you're in it too.
Nice.
But you got something like a
10.
10, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like what it is, I had pictures like we walked past this alleyway, right? And we were all like, that was a little weird. And then we just hear, I'm like, that was fucking weird. And so like me and you, or like me and Crow would pretty much turn around, but like say Elion was leading, right? She's like continuing, right? And we just go,
Still walking, yeah. When
You
she
know what I
turns
mean?
around, they've got a half circle
yeah.
already
And then
going.
by the time that you turn around and go, what are you guys looking at? They're like on us already, but not necessarily you. You know what I mean? So it's just like they turn on us and we're like, Elion,
Halt.
we have knives in us.
Help. Help us.
Fucking help.
But like Kwava's like level something, so we're good.
Probably ain't with us.
What? Where is he?
Oh no, he didn't walk with us, did he?
No, he was with us, wasn't he?
I was assuming that Lixie and him were with you guys.
Weren't?
Were.